Hey, what's up, guys? This is the last installment of the Gerald Shea Memorandum series. In this episode, going to be naming the Israelis that were living in close proximity to the hijackers and their associates in the United States, mainly in the Southwest and Northeast. Um, and you could see this will be the Israeli groups, and this will be the hijackers and FBI suspects relating to the hijackers. And members of the Israeli groups of future hijackers and FBI suspects in key towns and areas. Now, you got to remember, too, members of the Israeli groups had lived in close proximity to when the hijackers and their associates had lived in the same town at the same time. And as you know, I'll make this blow up a little bit easier to look at. And as you can see, for Hollywood, Florida, this is the main state of the Israeli art student group. Members of the Hamburg cell, which are members from the Al-Quds Mosque that were the pilot hijackers, as well as a number of the Muslim hijackers that lived here. For the Israelis, you had Hanan Sarfati and Akuz Sagiv, Eli Cohen. Now, Sarfati is the main player here in Florida. Him and Michael Kalmanovic are the two biggest names that we should remember. Sarah Sassoon, Oshit Zaguri, Susi Oshra, Karen Mattia, Livnat Sella, Rachel Hendel, Gilad Lifshitz. In the Hollywood, Florida area, Labor Baram, a big name. Another huge name. This is another big name we got to remember. Pierre Sigalovitz, Legum Yochai, Yaron Shmuel. That's right. One of the five dancing Israelis had lived in Hollywood area. If you remember, too, when he got detained by East Rutherford Police Department, they noticed that he had a driver's license for Hollywood, Florida. Yaron Shmuel. And then you had Dror Segalovitz, Peter Segalovitz's brother, Karen Kunitz, and a list of others like Nimrod Simkin, Inbal Karen, Erin Kadem, Limor Prelis, Yafet Segal, Ohad Aran, Shmat Merle, Kobe Bugelitz, Ashraf Marazano, Orit Benelek, Michael Simon, Ilya Harari, Ronnie Dror, Inbar Kochayev, right? And they were living next door to these people. For Hollywood, Florida, for Hollywood, it's Mohammed Atta, Mohammed Al-Sheikh, Khalid Al-Midar, Ziad Jar, Abdulaziz Al-Amari, Mohand Al-Sheri, Walid Al-Sheri, Wael Al-Sheri, Ahmed Al-Nami, and Satam Al-Suskami. Members of all the four hijacked pilots, planes. Hollywood area, Nawaf Al-Hazmi, his brother Salim Al-Hazmi, Faiz Bani Ahmad, Ahmed Al-Ghamdi, Hamza Al-Ghamdi, Saeed Al-Ghamdi, Ahmed Al-Haznawi. And these are their associates, Hadi Omar, Abdullah Al-Omari, Kamel Daoudi, and Mohammed Al-Sheri. For New Jersey, there you have it. Dominic Suter, the five dancing Israelis, Sivang, Paul Kurzberg, Aaron Schmel, Oded Elnim, Omar Mamre. We talk about Hudson and Bergen counties. And then you have Mariab Balmas and Michael Gall. Right? Another big name, Michael Gall. In Jersey at the time were Nawaf Al-Hazmi, Khalid Al-Midar, Hani Hanjor, Salim Al-Hazmi, Majid Makid, Mohammed Atta, Ahmed Al-Ghamdi, Abdul Aziz Al-Amari. Then there's associates. You can see, look, Dominic Suter's on this side. Now, remember, Dominic Suter was considered an FBI suspect. A lot of people don't realize that. He was on a wanted, FBI's most wanted, right next to Osama bin Laden. Ayub Khan, there's another name. In Oklahoma, Yaron Ohana, Ronan Kalfan, Zaib Cohen, Noor Chopaz, Yoni Engel, Yotam Dagi, Or El and Ben Sadan. They were living in close proximity to the 20th hijacker, Zacharias Musawi, Nawaf Al-Hazmi, and visited here. And then you have Mohammed Atta, Mohammed Al-Shehi, and associates like Hussein Al-Attas, who was caught with Zacharias Musawi by FBI agent Harry Samet in the INS. Khalid al-Qadir, Mukarram Ali, the Islamic Science Institute, Ilhaj Nadin. Yeah. In California, this is where San Diego, now remember San Diego, Los Angeles also had Saudi intelligence, not going to be named on here. Yaniv Galor and 5 unnamed Israelis. And living out here, Khalid Abadar, Wafa Hadmi Hani. At the time, Omar al-Bayoumi, Hussein al-Attas, and 15 others named. And like Osama Bastan, Fahad al-Tamari, these people. In Los Angeles, where Moen al-Shehi had stood in Muhammad Atta, guess who stood here? Dominic Suter. That's right, the manager of Urban Moving Systems. Michael Kalmanovic, a huge name, along with another big name, Itay Simon. Los Angeles. And then Texas. This is Kalmanovic State. Itay Simon, Tomer Ben-Dor, another big name. Marina Glickman, Gilad Lifshitz, Zeev Miller, Aaron Ofek, Michael Gall, Karen Toyas, Sharon Rotem, Kerez Toyuz, and in close proximity to these associates, Nusrat Atta, Aman al-Halak, Muhammad al-Halak, and Amal al-Harbi. A number of, this is the second biggest state besides Florida. These are the Israelis like Yoni Engel, Meyaman. I don't know why there was so many here when there was really hardly any connection to any of the hijackers that were here. And you could see, excuse me, as you could see, there weren't any 9/11 hijackers living in Texas at the time when these people were here. But there's a large contingent, and that's it. So there you have it. The Israelis that were living in close proximity to the hijackers and to their associates in those cities. Gerald Shea did hand over his findings to the 9/11 Commission and Joint House Inquiry. And obviously, as you can see in both of those final reports, this was not mentioned. And for good reason. This is the reason why they tried to cover up the Saudi intelligence, but the FBI wouldn't have it. But the Israelis, that's a different subject. Real sensitive there. Nobody wants to talk about it, but I will. And that's the end of the series. And thank you very much for watching and for paying attention, for giving us an interest that it sorely deserves because it's not being given interest anywhere else. So have a good day, everybody. Take care.